What's going on, people? Today I'm coming to you from my favorite location in Gore, Virginia. This is our first camping trip of the new year. Last night it was a little cold. It was in the low 20s, teen area. The wind was blistering. This morning rather, it's not too cold. It's probably in the low to mid 30s. Great camping weather as always, especially if you like camping in the cold. No snow, no rain, sun is out, got a little overcast, but nothing serious. So it's a great camping weekend. So in this video, I just want to talk to you briefly about one of your most important resources in any survival situation. Even if you have to bug out, one of your most important resources is water. You can only live 3 days without water, so water is very important in obtaining and filtering it out. Everything, water is very important. Last thing you want to do is be in a situation where you don't have water. That's why when people start prepping, one of the things they stock up on is water. You're living in an urban environment, you're going to come across a lot of buildings and locations where you can access the water, but because of the power may be out, the filtration system may not be working. You definitely want to have some type of filtration available. Rainwater is probably one of the most purest form of water, and what you want to do is, if you can, set up some type of rain catch system, so that way if you're out and you need to get water, one of the best ways to do is just harvest it from the rain. Can't beat it, especially if you're in survival mode. Work comes to an end, how are you going to find decent drinking water? How do you clean it? How do you filter it? Several ways to do it. I'm going to show you a couple of tools that I use. Is different methods. One of the things that I carry with me always is aqua tablets. These are great to filter water, especially large amounts of water. If you have a nice little, food grade container, you can put water in there, store it, add some aqua tablets. It'll help purify the water, make it drinkable. Always recommend boiling water whenever you collecting it from any sources, whether it be ponds, rivers, lakes, streams, still water. Always recommend filtering out before drinking it, or boiling it before drinking it, just to help purify it more. One of the things I also carry in several bug out bags is a water filtration straw. These are great. They're quick. If you just need to, if you don't have the time or the energy to really filter out and boil the water, this is the next best thing. They filter out about 99% of the bacteria found in water, so it does make it a little bit more safe to drink. Like I said, I always recommend boiling water, especially if you're out camping. When you stumble upon water streams, whether it be lakes, ponds, rivers, you want to be able to boil the water to make it a little bit more pure. So I have this straw right here. I have another variation of a life straw. I have different ones, and each one goes into a different bag, so that way I have backups to backups. You always want to have as many water filtration devices available to you. If you don't have a life straw, the aqua tablets are great. I have different ones. This is a little pouch. You add water, it comes with a straw. Just screw it on top, you drink it, it'll filter out the water just as well. You just drop it into a water stream, fill it in, put the straw in, drink it. You're good money. Great to have. One of the things that I picked up based off another camping YouTuber was this pouch right here. This aqua pouch. It holds up to 6 liters. So pretty much you just take it, scoop all the water in there, and then you hang it, and it filters out through the bottom. It comes with a filter straw as well as some plastic to help filter the water out even better. So these are great to have in your bug out bag, survival gear. Those are great to have even when you're camping, like I do all the time. I normally don't use, because usually when we go camping, like where we're at now, they have a decent filter water system here. But we always bring water when we go camping anyway. It's just the thing that you always want to do, bring your own water when you go camping for cooking and things like that, in case you don't have a water supply, in case the water, right now out here, they shut off the water during the wintertime because it freezes the pipes. But they have little water pumps that's normally working in the warmer months. So you always want to bring your water when you're going camping. so that way you have to worry about it. But like I said, if you're in survival mode and you're out in the wild, you get caught out in the wild, you're hiking, whatever it may be, you get lost, you need to find a water stream, you're a little bit worried about whether it's contaminated or not, you definitely want to have some type of water filtration with you at all times. And if you can't get one of these, one of the most easiest things to do, bleach is a great way to filter water. If you live in an urban environment, if you want to, stock up on water, you want to get food grade water containers, so that way there's no contaminants that will filter into the water for sitting for very long. You definitely want to add bleach is a great way to filter water. Not a lot, you don't want to overdo it with the bleach, which is a little droplets of beads per gallon of water will help purify it. And like I said, always, if you can, always boil it first. If you can't, you definitely want to filter it multiple times, add bleach, get a little life straw, anything like that to help filter the water, make it more clean and able for you to drink it without worrying about any health issues, because the last thing you want to be doing is drinking contaminated water, and it's going to mess your whole day up. So you definitely want to be conscious of that. And none of these filtration systems are 100% guaranteed to kill all the bacteria found in the water. They always say 99.9%, which, like I said, nothing is guaranteed. One of the most easiest way to guarantee it is boiling water. But like I said, sometimes we don't always have the luxury or the convenience to stop and boil water before we can drink it. So you want to be able to at least have something on the go to help filter it out. This system right here, this is for large amounts of water. It's going to take a while for the water to filter out to be drinkable. So it's something that you use if you're going to be at a campsite for a long period of time, relaxing. You can use this. If you're on the go, you're running and moving, you're on the move. This is the next best thing. You just stick it in the pond, stream, start drinking, call it a day. Give you a little bit of thirst, quench your thirst quickly without having to wait to boil the water or wait for the tablets to dissolve in the water, things like that, or wait for this to filter out all the water. These are just easy, drop in the water and start drinking and then go. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got more videos coming up over the year. We're going to be camping out as always like we do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And as always, get ready, stay ready.